The first episode of the Tom and Jerry Pod.
Tom and Jerry.
In the pod.
In the pod. You don't think so?
It'll just take a little sniff.
A little bit of catnip for
So we got this
here.
Smarty Cat organic catnip. Sparks a burst of energy followed by calm bliss. Attracts cats to toys, scratchers, and bedding. Nice. It's got
an aroma.
It's got good qualities to it.
Alright, Juno. You should do it before. You got enough. Is it too much? Alright. Oh, yeah.
That's a lot.
That's what I was thinking. I should. Maybe not.
Whatever. He can fucking get it.
I think he's pretty uninterested in it.
Really?
He's disappointed it's not food.
He's like, what is this, weed? He's like, I've smelled these piles all the time.
This isn't even the good stuff. Gino, you're supposed to eat it.
There he goes.
Are cats supposed to eat it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought they roll around.
Sniffing it. Yeah, sometimes they do.
Nice. You want a beer here, dude?
Quality. Yeah, let me get a beer, dude.
We've got double machination.
Is it a passion fruit?
They both have passion fruit. This one's pineapple, mango, peach, passion fruit.
Oh, jeez.
This one's a little.
So is that like a fruitier one, and that's like more of a sour?
Yeah.
Or are they both sours?
They're both sours.
I don't know, man. Hit me up, whatever you think.
I'd say this one's better.
Right.
This one.
What does that even say? Double maceration.
Machination?
Maceration?
Maceration.
Maceration?
Cheers, man. To the first pod.
To the first pod, man.
TomandJerryPod.
To just doing it, dog.
So we should talk about other TJs, like Trader Joe's and TJ Maxx.
Yeah, there's the Trader Joe's, which
that's pretty much it.
Which is pretty much one of the greatest stores there is.
I think that's my favorite. I almost went there last night. I had to. I was going to the grocery and I almost crossed the picket lines at King Soopers.
Oh shit!
They're out there striking, man.
Yeah, they're asking for $20 an hour, bro.
Yeah, I don't think it's even that much. It's like a reasonable 18 or something.
Yeah.
Apple. All right, Juno.
It seems like the catnip is taking hold for sure. What are you doing, buddy? Be freaking nice,
You
dog.
just want to be in the pod.
Jeez. Everybody, that's Juno hissing.
You got a little hiss, a little shout out.
Just a little hiss.
He didn't like the catnip, apparently. I think he ate it. I don't know.
Yeah, he definitely ate it.
I don't think I've ever seen a cat just eat it though.
But he didn't eat all of it. He just kind of spread it amongst the floor.
It could excited him a little too much. Usually they're like,
Yeah, usually he's not super. He was pretty into catnip before when we got him catnip. Maybe he rolled all around in it and shit. I think he just hasn't let it hit yet, you know? Look at him. It's definitely starting to hit.
He is. It says it has the complete needs system.
The what?
It has the complete needs system.
Oh shit. All the needs.
You gotta get high. I think drug use is accepted now. It's part of life.
Yeah, I'm just amazed. He never just sprinkles things. He always either eats it or leaves it, you know?
I think he ate a good amount.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, I couldn't cross the picket line.
Yeah.
I wanted to. I love King Soopers. You get those deals in there.
Yeah.
Went to Target instead.
It's rough. Can't get those 99-cent burgers.
No.
Those cheap steaks.
Yeah, for $3 or $4.
That's the way to go.
Truly.
Sometimes I even go for the pork. You can get real cheap there.
Yeah, pork's a good, it's reasonably priced usually.
Yeah. It's kind of chicken and red meat mixed. It's almost like, you know.
It really is. It's almost, I like it, it's almost better than a way, though, than the steak.
It's got that fat to it.
It does. It tastes good, though. There's something wrong about it, a little taboo.
Something a little different than...
It's not that good.
Yeah.
It's hard to say, like, if, like, because I think cows eat pretty much grass, but pigs eat all kinds of random shit, you know? Is that better to eat or worse? Would you think?
They eat random shit? Well, don't they just eat grass?
Shit. I mean, they used to, you know, you can, like, feed them, like, humans and they'll eat them, you know? Allegedly, I don't know if that's true. It's like, you know, they used to do it back in the day, feed them to the pigs.
Just feed them humans.
Feed them to the pigs.
Yeah.
But, I think they eat, like, you know,
little mouse
like roots. They'll eat, like, they dig for those truffles in France, you know, the psychedelic ones, and the non-psychedelic ones, I think.
Got you.
And I think they just eat roots and, like, I don't know if they eat,
other
like,
plants.
Grubs, you know? I don't know if they're omnivores or, they're just eating random, you know.
You could see a pig eating, like, a fly or something, just snatching it out of the air.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
But do you think there's, like, would you rather eat something that eats a vegetarian diet or, like,
yeah,
just
definitely.
one thing, like grass?
Definitely. Like a deer.
I think deer's more like a goat would, like, our goats would eat, like, anything that wasn't on the ground. They would eat, like, poison ivy and, like, tree leaves and stuff, you know.
Got you.
But they weren't too hot on the stuff on the on the ground.
Yeah, the actual grasses.
Yeah.
Goats. Yeah, they're picky. They're bastards, man.
Little bastards.
Anna had a goat growing up.
Oh, that's cool.
Goober.
Yeah. That's a great goat name. Goober. Yeah, you can call a goat whatever the hell you want.
Oh, yeah.
It's like shithead or something.
Oh, they're crazy. Fucking goats. What like animal did you want as a child that you never got?
I remember like an alpacas a little bit.
Okay, nice and fluffy.
Yeah, really cool. But now in adulthood, I think the goat would be like.
Yeah, it would be pretty cool to grow up with a goat.
I mean, you can get a goat for like I think you can get it for like $50, $100.
Yeah, probably.
Pay more than the vet fees, especially like a leather, like a goat that's had its balls rubber banded off. Yeah, they put a rubber band on his balls and it like.
Suffocates him.
Yeah, well, just like it's like a it's like it just falls off eventually.
Ah, yes.
He like lays there for a couple of days, like it hurts.
Yeah, but they don't fucking know and they can't say anything about it. So,
I'd like to get like a goat and like maybe a mule.
I think a mule would be cool.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but for some reason a mule seems cooler than a horse.
For sure. Less like jumpy.
Yeah, like more just like yeah, I'm just gonna fucking do it. Like,
all right.
Like, let's go backpack 20 miles. Just all right.
Be cool. Have a fucking mule.
Would be sick. You could do some sweet ass trips, for sure. I don't know what kind of trails you could take a mule on, but
anyone you could take a horse on, I imagine, right?
Yeah, but like, are there that many like cross country trails that you can do?
There
probably are.
PCT
yeah. On a horse.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, that's cool.
It's graded for horses.
Ah, that would actually be really sweet.
Mm-hmm. Just a mule. Probably a mule would be good for like 2, maybe even 3 people.
It would take a lot longer though, wouldn't it?
For sure. But then you wouldn't be carrying your shit. You'd feel like you'd feel great.
You could do like fucking 30 miles a day through the dark. Just
come on, slap in the ass.
When's the next gas station?
We need oats. We're running low on oats.
Gotta keep the mules steering.
It'd be fun. I'm sure he'd be a hit in town. Roll up with the mule.
Dirty ass motherfucker just rolling in on a mule.
What if you got him young and just became accustomed just like being in the city? You don't be able to leave him when you go to a bar.
Yeah, just strap him up like the people do in Middlefield.
Yeah.
Out in Amish country. Run into the general store. Hope nobody steals your fucking horse.
Right.
Is there a way to lock up a horse?
I don't
I'm
know.
sure you could. I don't think that's really a thing, though.
Yeah, I mean, who would steal a horse? The Amish. They probably know within the community. Maybe. I don't think it's like stealing.
Yellowstone, that shit happens left and right. They're fucking stealing horses from each other, stealing cows from each other.
You think? Who knows? I don't really know. They're kind of a close-knit community.
Yeah. Yeah, and they're pretty good to each other. I don't know if they'd be fucking... They all kind of depend on each other, so it's like you don't really steal from your brother, you know, like
right.
The guy that you're buying fucking eggs from, or
blueberries, or whatever.
the guy that makes your fucking beds that you
bed
get down with your old lady on.
Your woolen bed.
Yeah. Produce your 20 Elijahs with.
Couple jabs.
Jebediah. Jebediah.
Jebediah.
I just go by Jebediah for short.
Yeah, that's a good Jebedab. You can call me Jebedab though.
You're
Jebedab, not Jebabab though. It's a girl's name.
Jebabab.
This is my cousin, or my wife, Jebabab. I'm Jebedad. I take her to Jebabad. She wants me Jebedad.
Jebedub. Alright, let's see if we can get our first audio clip to work. Nah, we can't.
Like a radio thing?
Joop, 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 joop.
You just got gotten.
Yeah, it won't work. I gotta figure more out. It's a pretty good beer. Reminds me of every other sour I've ever had.
Yeah. Sours out here are pretty disappointing. A little switch. Let me try it.
Yeah, go for it. New image.
Oh yeah, this one's much better. Yeah, that one's way sour. That thing's just like puke.
But I almost feel like that has a little more flavor to it.
Yeah.
It's got more of a sour taste, but it's like actually kind of has a flavor. I feel like this is just like the fucking eating a warhead. You know, just straight sour.
It's a hard niche to fill. Niche? What do you say?
Niche.
Is there a right way?
I don't give a shit.
Change it up. I'll change it up.
I think it depends where you come from, you know?
Yeah.
If you're from like Europe or something. Australia.
Yeah, man. I like sours. They haven't, have you had any of the ones back home from Ohio?
No. Can't say I'm sour. I've delved into the sours much.
Not at all. That's
at all.
fair. That's fair.
IPA's even getting a bit too much for me, honestly. I'm like, give me a fucking yellow jacket and call me good.
What's that?
Coors Banquet. Give me the old stubby.
Yeah, I'll drink a Coors. A Miller Lite. A Budweiser, for sure.
Yeah.
I like Budweiser.
Yeah, I'm just like, give me some full flavor, you know? Just give me a lager. Give me a Yingling.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to, the old Lang.
The old Lang. It's always a solid choice.
The on draft.
Yeah, they don't have it out here as much.
Yeah. It's all just Coors. But that's
Which I'm cool with. They don't even have that most places.
Coors?
Yeah.
I see Coors pretty much everywhere.
Yeah. There were like 2 places I was just at the past like couple days. Neither of them had Coors, and I was like,
Are they like actual breweries?
What is this establishment? No, I think it was more of a restaurant.
Yeah.
I think that's why. They only have like, you know, Heineken and fucking Guinness.
Yeah.
Stella.
Stella's not, yeah. Stella's pretty good.
Shit to drink with your fucking $40 steak. I've had some real good food lately, though.
Around here?
All over the place. Honestly, Michigan was kind of where I was having the best food.
What,
South
like near
Bend.
town? South Bend.
Which is Notre Dame. Notre Dame, University of Illinois or some shit, or Indiana. University of... There's like 5 universities right there. Holy Cross or something like that.
Yeah. The South Bend's in Indiana.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like very northeastern Indiana. Like we were working in Michigan, but we were staying in South Bend.
Northeastern Indiana.
Northeastern Indiana. Okay. Like where the lake comes down, it's like just like...
Like how far from like Toledo?
I don't know about Toledo, but probably like an hour and a half from Chicago. Like just out of the like reaches of Chicago, you know.
Okay.
Like when you're
northwest is part of Indiana, then. Yeah.
No. Northeast.
Northeast would be Ohio.
Maybe like central Indiana, north.
But not like Gary.
No, not Gary.
Gary. You said an hour.
No, it's like all the way with like western Michigan. So yeah, it would be like.
Is there anything like right in the corner of northeastern Indiana? Or is there one in like
Indiana? I don't know. I don't know the Toledo area at all. I know there's like that like Lima down there, south of Toledo. And there's like Fort Wayne that way in Indiana, and then above that, like you said, is Gary. I don't know nothing. I mean, there's nothing in Indiana, dude.
Yeah, nothing really in Ohio. Well, have you ever been to like Daytona or not Daytona? Dayton.
Dayton's a cool ass little city. For sure. It's like it's a cool little like cute downtown, you know, got like cute little bookshops and like all kinds of stuff. Got a university. And then Cincy is honestly pretty fucking sweet. Like, I mean, I think Columbus is probably the coolest city in Ohio, but
yeah.
I mean, just because it's the most poppin' right now. But Cincy seems pretty fucking sweet. I mean,
agreed.
You might have hung out there a little more than I have. I've been there like probably 4 times for like weekend kind of things, but it seemed poppin' and it seemed fun too. A little warmer than here, Cleveland.
Yeah, and it seemed like it was more like a modern like cities that like this one.
It's
like,
kind of a tech city too, I believe.
Okay.
So.
Yeah.
More like modern.
Yeah, I think that's what's that? Pittsburgh's got a bunch of tech stuff, right?
Tech and art and still a bunch of the old industry stuff. Steel and shit. Healthcare, yeah, I think healthcare. Everywhere in the Midwest is all fucking healthcare, man.
Yeah, that's what I remember. Cincinnati has it's Omnicare. Or not Omnicare. I forget what it is. The biggest, I think it's like CVS's pharmacy. And I don't know if it's headquartered there, but there's a huge building, I remember, that said it on it. So
yeah.
And that's like, all the nursing homes I've been to, it's like, that's pretty much the pharmacy. Pretty convenient. I think that's why like CVS's are still around, you know.
Yeah, just the pharmacy pretty much. Yeah.
What kind of food do you get when you go like when you're at work, out on work? Do you just try to go by the city, like Google some stuff, or like?
Yeah, we just look for restaurants.
No,
we usually go to restaurants. Sometimes it's I don't know. I've done the like weeks where you eat cheap and you eat fucking McDonald's every day, and I've done the weeks where you go and you like spend $50 a meal at a brewery every night too. You know, neither one feels good, but in different ways.
Do you go to the grocery at all? Get some cold cuts.
I generally try to keep turkey and cheese on me, and I eat that for lunch. Nice. So I don't have to. Yeah, because it gets expensive when you start buying like 3 meals a day.
Yeah, for sure.
And you're just like eating out all the time and shit. You're just like, fuck it. But it is nice to have a nice dinner, you know. Usually spend like $30 on dinner.
Which is reasonable. If I'm gonna get some dinner, I might as well spend, $30-$40.
Have a beer with it.
Have a beer with it. bear weather.
Yeah, I deserve it.
You deserve it.
I worked.
It's a Tuesday.
12 hours a day.
Supporting the economy.
Yeah. Helping South Bend stay South Bend, you know?
Right. Keeping it bent.
Yeah.
Just keeping it bent south.
Just keeping it bent slightly to the south.
Slightly south. That's what you want.
Yeah, generally. The big D, man. Been living in the big old D.
The city's cool. I was looking at it from the hilltop earlier, seeing the smog. I like some smog, but
yeah, it's 2022.
Yeah. It's like, where am I? You think more people are moving here, or they're moving to like suburbia, like just outside?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
there's a shit ton of people.
There's definitely a shit ton of people
moving in.
I mean, Abby, Hannah's friend, was just talking last night about how they're doing the same thing to their apartments that they're doing to you. Like, they're totally remodeling them and jacking the price up like $400 a month. She said she was paying like $950 plus like $100 to park. And now they're like remodeling and all of them, putting like marble countertops in them and shit, and they're charging like $14.50 now.
Right, yeah.
And it's like, she was like, all these people that are in there are fucking like don't have jobs and shit. They're like, well, a lot of them are like welfare people and whatnot. And she's like, I don't know what the fuck they're gonna do, because like, you know.
Right. But what are you gonna do?
Yeah. Cornerstone. Apparently Cornerstone's the big guy in town buying everything right now.
Is that a guy or just?
No, it's just a company, realty company or whatever.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Some plain vanilla name. Nothing wrong with
that. The Cornerstone of Denver. We are the Cornerstone. Yeah.
And the Airbnb I'm at, it's not, nobody like lives there. There's like a vending machine in it, and like people just come.
Huh. It's just like a business house.
It's like 6 like different Airbnbs in it.
That's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
That's the way to do it. Perfectly
clean. I mean, you know, Airbnbs are generally always clean. Like, have you ever been in a dirty one?
Not really.
They just got little soaps for you.
I've been like scammed out of an Airbnb, but I've never been in like a really like a shitty one. Crazy fucking story, dude. Dante and I fucking went to Washington, D.C. So this was part of his master's. I don't know what he was doing, but he was trying to do some research at the Library of Congress. And we were going to stay there for like 3 days, and I was just going to walk around the mall and like walk around like, you know, the whole fucking thing, all these museums and stuff while we were there. So we go there, we hit up like the what's the battlefield on the way? It's not Gettysburg, Jamesburg or Jamestown or something like that. Yeah. Stop there, listen to Dante give me the whole history spiel, which was pretty dope. So then we go to Washington D.C. We pull up to our Airbnb, and it's like fucking apartments, and we're like, this is kind of weird. So we like call the dude like 4 times. He doesn't answer. And we're just like, all right. So we like walked in, knocked on the door but it was literally just like an apartment door. Like, and we were kind of in the ghetto. Like, Washington D.C. gets pretty fucking rough.
Yeah, it sure does. Yeah.
Like, you get on the on the, what is it? Like the Baltimore side or whatever. Maryland side or whatever. Like, it's pretty fucking rough. So we like pulled up and we didn't really want to go in, so that's why we called a bunch of times. But anyway, so we knock on the door, nobody answers. Like, we're starting to get like kind of freaked out, whatever. So we just like left, and the dude literally never answered us or anything. Complete scam. It was just like, you know,
nobody answered.
He was just though? Like, no.
Okay.
It was
some random house.
I'm guessing he was literally just like running the scam on Airbnb, basically just saying like, I'll rent you this room, pay me $50. He just takes your $50 and then like runs, you know.
Yeah, I wonder how many times you can do that.
You can't really do it that much because we got our money back from Airbnb, so they canceled his account and shit. You know, it's like they just he's nothing.
Right.
He's nothing on Airbnb now, so.
But he might have gotten $50 like one time.
Yeah, if somebody like didn't call Airbnb, if somebody was just like, whatever, fuck this person, like, just left. But it sucked because we could only stay for like a day. We just camped out in the car, slept overnight, stayed like one more day, and drove back. But we were gonna stay the weekend. But that was a cool ass place, man. DC is a cool place to be just stranded for 3 days.
Yeah, DC is.
There's a lot to do and see.
I don't think I've really been there as an adult, but
yeah,
I've been to the monuments as a child or a adolescent, whatever, and real awesome. They have all the Smithsonian's and all that.
Oh, so many cool museums.
It's cool to have that dedicated space too for like monuments. It would be interesting.
Yeah,
If cities did that, like in like Wash Park, just put in some huge fucking obelisk. Like, just some dude. Who knows?
Yeah, just like the mayor of the city currently.
Yeah. You get a new chiseled like marble each year of the man, the governor, like on a cross.
Re-chisel him.
Just being crucified.
Dude, that would be sweet. Like, that would be so cool if cities did like super progressive shit like that. Like some like super meaningful like statue,
Right, yeah.
Like kind of like anti-government, but put on by the government. Like, that would be sweet.
Yeah. People would be on board with that.
Yeah.
It's a little ironic.
It'd be cool for them, honestly. Like,
so you have to go.
That's good marketing for them. Yeah.
You're gonna work this
Go
years.
Let me steal all of your money and then kill you. Slowly. Slow death. And then I'm gonna take all of your estate. Your plant's doing great, dude.
Yeah, it's probably doing much better in here than any chance. There's zero sunlight in my place.
Yeah.
So I had to move out for Gary, the snake plant.
Snake plant, dude.
I like the those woven hanging baskets. You could take your plant for a walk, like a dog almost.
Do we have them?
Yeah,
Oh, in that window. Yeah.
There's snakes. Your guys' snakes plants.
Yeah.
You could take it like around.
Mm-hmm. That would be pretty sweet. I suppose.
I think people would be like,
I never really thought about that, but.
I think Juno's been he handled the knit pretty well. I think he's older now.
Yeah, he's not really into the
psychedelics anymore. I understand. It's scary, Juno.
World.
Demon World is not.
Ooh, shit. Fuck that up. Brief intermission.
This podcast is brought to you by Smarty Cat.
Smarty Cat. Get your cat high as fuck.
Is your cat bored all the time? Does your cat fucking hate you?
Does your cat need to be high as giraffe pussy?
It's Smart Kitty. Or sorry, Smart Cat. Wait.
Smart Cat?
Smart Cat. With a K.
Smarty Cat. Catnip for those cats that like to get high. Hire us.
Little product of the USA.
Hire us to say your products.
You're lucky stuff's legal now, Juno. You don't know what it was like back in the day.
Yeah, we used to have to fucking eat spice because we couldn't get catnip.
We used to have to ask we had to go to the Bezetta Mall.
Ask the old Indian guy for...
Maybe that's the cigarettes under the counter. No, I don't think I ever did that. That's such a random
I think I did buy a bowl from that guy, though. Or like a little pipe or something.
Yeah, I wonder if that guy probably came from like New York and it was like came to Bezetta and then people were like, well, there you go.
Yeah, man. Apparently he would sell weed out of that bitch. A bunch of
Really?
younger kids than me on my bus used to say that they straight up, my bus kids.
But get on the bus said.
The bus kids. He said he bought.
You think it was real weed? It wasn't like you're saying? The
I
spice?
think it was real, dude.
It wasn't the spice.
I think it was real.
Spice melange.
Yeah.
Or the K2, whatever it was.
K2. Yeah, that shit was wild, dude. Did you have any wild experiences with that?
No, thankfully I was spared the spice in K2 craze. I think I was a bit too.
I got smacked one time.
Cool in high school until I was like a senior.
I was too. Honestly, the situation was so bizarre. Like, people I've never hung out with in my life, only that time basically hung out with. But yeah, we were just riding around in this kid's car. It was me, this kid, Matt Lennington. Do you know Matt Lennington? And Justine DiFrancesco. Guess I shouldn't give names.
Calling them out.
We're so famous.
What?
We're so famous, spice. Dude.
I can't sleep. I don't dream anymore.
But yeah, dude, it was wild. Like, I was straight up. I was in the back of this kid's car. Like, I was in the back seat, and he had the sunroof down, and the wind was like blowing on me. And I just remember, like, literally just sitting there, like, shaking. I was just like, fuck. Like. And then I got in my truck to like drive home, and I pulled out of where I forget where I was parked, some gravel parking lot somewhere down by the lake, I think. And the lines on the fucking roads literally went all the way to the sky. Like, the yellow lines were just like brick walls on the sides of me, and I was just like fucking terrified because I was like, can't go too far to the right, like.
Hit the wall.
I'll fucking fuck up my old truck.
Damn. So
yeah, it was like pretty wild.
Did you smoke through like a bowl? Did you remember seeing the spice itself? Was it like a
I didn't see the spice. He literally made a fucking tinfoil wrapped around the pencil.
Oh, yeah.
Turner up. So I didn't see shit. I'm just fucking huffing down. I know it's garbage,
That's a little spice.
Just like, Lord, just save me, please.
But when you're young, when you're in high school, I mean, you might smoke a little spice.
Might as well just smoke some spice.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it's fun. I wonder if that happens out here. I think they they stopped doing that. I don't think you buy spice anymore. Maybe. I'm sure you can on the internet or something. Make your own.
Have you tried Delta 8?
No, isn't that like Weed Light?
Weed Light, dude. It's for real, though.
Nice. Yeah, have you tried it?
Yeah.
Was it like butter?
When I was home for Christmas, we went to Hannah's friend Sarah, and her boyfriend had me try some. And it was like, honestly, I got high as shit. Like, I was like, it was honestly the same kind of thing as this, really. Like, kind of like that, like, doesn't last super long, but like, you can feel really fucked up after you take a couple hits,
Yeah.
So.
For sure.
But I got one of the indica ones when we were in Texas because we ran out of weed, and I hit that, and it was weird. I didn't like it. It just made me like really sad. Kind of like really in my head sad and shit, and I was just like,
It's because you're in Texas.
No. It's nice and warm.
Just playing a sad cowboy song.
Yeah. Well, and just ran out of weed. I mean, no weed for me.
Looking for peyote.
Only cotton.
Licking toads.
Is that what they do in Texas?
Toes? I think people lick toes everywhere.
Well, yeah, that's true. But do you think unproportionately in Texas?
There might be a lot more toe people in Texas.
Texas toe people, huh?
Yeah, I think that's.
I'll have to start looking for them, dude. Sounds like quite the stereotype.
I'm gonna make a friend. Be like, you into toe stuff?
Toe stuff?
Yeah, I got a black room. You'd like to see some real photography. Just all toes.
Oh, it's some fucking Epstein shit, dog.
Dude, fucking foot fetishes are just weird, man. I don't know.
It's a little strange, especially like pictures of it. Like if you're like into like touching them or something, I guess I mean, I don't get it, but like it's something like real. But like pictures or something, I don't really get that.
Yeah, foot. It's just like a stinky foot, you know.
Yeah, I don't quite understand it. And they like them stinky, I believe, too.
Yeah, probably.
Like
they
real
probably don't
stinky.
want, yeah, like the. Yeah, ugh. Yeah.
Like, who was it? This one comedian had a chick fucking. Had some, like, other comedian go smell this chick's foot. And he was like, no, it's not good. It's not a good foot.
Yeah.
It smells too good.
It's wrong.
Yeah, it's a great smelling foot. That's not what we're looking for.
That's not the real thing. No. You're not a. People like stinky cheese.
Yeah, it's all about the cheddar.
Yeah. Or like the blue cheese.
Ooh.
Like the blue waffle, you know, back in the day.
Yeah, that's what I got going on. I got like some blue cheese happening.
Were you exposed to like people getting their heads cut off and stuff when you were like, 15? People on the internet and stuff.
Oh, 50-50? Oh, that shit was terrible. Was it 50-50 or 20-20?
I'm not sure.
Reddit 50-50, right?
Yeah, I think it's 50-50.
Yeah. Oh my god, dude, that was terrible. We used to just sit there for hours and just, don't click it, dude. Please don't fucking click it.
Someone's hand just like obliterated. Hydraulic press accident.
Whoops. Yeah, dude.
It's like I've seen so much horrible shit that my parents will never see, and that our kids have.
I always think about that, dude. Like our generation and stuff. I wonder like what effect that has. You know, like the fact that we've literally, like we all probably have minor bouts of PTSD. You know, like just for like the fucking wild shit we've seen. Even just like horror movies and shit are like fucking wild, dude. Like.
It's true, yeah.
I'm squeamish. Like I'm like you're in like healthcare and shit. You're probably good with that shit. But like I'm real squeamish with like bloody, gory shit. Like I don't like it, dude. I'm trying not to like deal with broken bones and shit. I don't know. I'm pretty risky, but I don't like fucking break shit all the time and whatnot. I'm not real comfortable with that.
So how do you feel about like horror movies though?
I don't like it. I don't understand the point of just like giving yourself PTSD. Like those movies that are literally just like death. Right. Like fucking like literal like just bloody scene after bloody scene. I'm just like, what the fuck, dude?
Yeah.
Like what is the goal in this? Like to scare yourself, I get it kind of, but it's like I don't need to like ruin myself for 3 days. Like
right, yeah. Yeah. But I did see the stuff from real stuff on the internet, though, which is worse.
Yeah, I know. That's always way worse.
But, it happens. Car crashes and stuff. It's pretty wild.
Car crashes are fucking fun. That shit's a blast.
That would be a shitty way to die, though.
Oh, yeah.
Just in a car crash. Nobody will remember that.
Bloodied up as hell. Just,
like, I mean, your parents and your family or friends. But
maybe.
It's not like you just like, some crazy way to die.
No, that would suck. Literally just like bashing your head off the fucking window or some shit and then just bleeding out for like 10 minutes.
Right.
God. I don't know. Drowning.
Still romance there.
I've been to a point before like where I felt like I couldn't get air. You know what I mean? And like where it's like literally you're like if something doesn't change in the next like 3 seconds, like it's gonna get ugly.
You get water?
Like choking kind of. You know?
It is really scary.
Like
the most immediate need is the air.
Yeah. But that's a terrifying thing to me. I guess you would just get knocked out though, like you would just pass out. I guess it wouldn't be that like painful really, right? It's like stressful, but it's not like painful really.
Yeah, hopefully there's like some sort of mechanism where your brain will just shut it off. It's like to inhale water, right? Yeah. If you're underwater and you're like, you need to breathe. Drowning would be so bad. It's gotta be the worst. What if you know you're gonna drown, like for sure, like no chance? Like in a submarine or something, like that's like leaking, and you're just like, holy shit!
I know.
This much air, and it's like,
I know.
That'd be the worst way to die. Absolutely.
Yeah, all the build-up time too.
Yeah, having to think about it. I'd rather maybe a car crash isn't the worst way. I was saying it more like just like not very romantic. Like it's just like it's not like falling from a cliff or like getting struck by lightning or
Yeah.
stabbed by.
I'm just thinking about anything long term. Really, would be just miserable. Like Titanic being stranded on an ice. A fucking glacier, dude. What?
In that canoe, all frozen wet.
Imagine that shit. And it's like, at that point, you're like, I know I'm gonna drown. Also, you're like, my own. What do I do here other than drown or fucking starve? Like.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess somebody might come find you.
I think they did.
But.
Yeah, but you don't know that.
But yeah, like.
Middle Pacific or Atlantic rather. But would you rather freeze to death or die of like thirst in the desert in the blazing sun? You might find some shade. You might find some shade, but freeze to death.
Most of the desert you can't
Not
find any shade. No.
Not even a little.
No, it's all bushes that are like 6 inches. No water. You're saying like
you have water and it's cold, or you're in the desert with no water.
In the desert with no water.
Like Death Valley, 100 degrees.
Forever, like indefinitely.
Like you're gonna die
until you die.
Like you're about to die. Which one do you choose? You have to die.
I think
like freezing to death would be better in the actual dying part.
I don't think. I don't know. Yeah, because in the desert, it might be long as fuck. You might just like... But I feel like you'd like pass out. Like I feel like in the desert, I could just like kill myself. Like I could just like literally just lay out trying to overheat. That would be terrible, dude. Yeah. But the cold... I think about these fucking people out here all the time. There's a dude that sleeps on this corner, bro. And like one of those snowy days, there was like 2 degrees. I walked out there at like fucking 8 p.m. and he was like sleeping in the corner and like literally just screaming. And I was like, fuck. Holy shit.
Cold's bad. Cold's miserable.
I don't know, dude.
I hate being thirsty. Really thirsty?
Yeah, honestly, I might just do it for the water. Fuck. Just take the cold for the water, but...
I'm saying you'd have to suffer, but when you're actually like freezing to death, you might be okay. But if you were just sitting in the sun...
And you might just kind of be numb dying in the cold. You might just kind of start numbing. Like your fingers might kind of just numb and fall off, kind of like get like whatever, frostbitten and shit. And then you might just kind of like get numb, Whereas in the heat, I feel like you'd probably pass out at some point, but like I feel like you would just like overheat for hours and hours and hours. Like,
right.
I don't know how you would even die in the heat. Like,
yeah, would you be walking and thing? You probably, who knows though? You probably get more. You think you get more delirious with the heat, or when you're freezing to death? In that point.
Yeah, I don't even know. Like where your
brain
would be at.
When you're freezing.
I feel like your brain would be better in the cold.
I think so.
Your brain would be better in the cold, but like your actual body and extremities and stuff would be fucked.
Mm-hmm. And you'd be so thirsty, and you'd feel so gross, and like you'd probably get a headache, pretty bad headache.
Yeah.
And your brain would collapse, and then you're still just getting beat with the sun. It's tough.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a hard ass question. My first instinct is to say the sun. Because for some reason freezing to death doesn't sound as bad.
Yeah, if you had to if you're going to survive, like in the wilderness, I'll take the heat any day.
Yeah.
If you had water, if you have water, I think you can handle the heat pretty well. Obviously not like crazy heat, but like if you're fucking cold all day, just too much.
Yeah.
No sun, cold.
Yeah. Well, have you ever seen that show? Oh, what's it called? Alone.
When
They just drop them in Alaska.
Oh no.
Oh, it's insane, dude. It's so interesting. They literally just drop like 10 people around this lake, and the lake is 80 miles south of the ring of the Arctic Circle, like where nothing lives.
Yeah.
It's 80 miles south of that, and everybody gets a little plot of their own land. Like, you know, it's probably like each person has like 10 mile by 10 mile kind of thing.
Okay.
They might be further than that from each other, or maybe they
don't
happen
see each other
at separate
all?
times, but no, they don't see each other at all. And nobody's like run into each other, and they go pretty far, so it must be pretty fucking big, you know?
But there's camera crews with them.
No, they do their own camera. They have to
style.
carry a whole, like, they drop off a big ass box with everything in it for them, and then they have to just GoPro everything.
Okay.
But it's insane, and the goal is just to be the longest one out there. I think some of them are like if you make it to 100 days, but like I think the general goal is the longest person out there.
Okay.
Whoever makes it the longest, and it's supposed to be around like 100 days, which is fucking insane because it's like they have to catch their own food. That, like, you know, there's a lake there so they can fish, but then like the lake freezes. And
huge lake though.
Huge lake.
Okay.
So that presents its own challenges to fishing, because what do they have but just like making little tiny like fishing nets and like little fishing lines and shit like that they can do.
Right, so they have like a rifle or a
no
bow and arrow or anything?
Just you can bring like a bow and like I think like a bow and 3 arrows or something like that counts as like one item. You're allowed to bring 10 items.
Okay.
So
like a tent.
10 tools, I think. I think your clothes and stuff are like different. I don't think that matters. I think it's just like your 10 tools, you know.
Okay. So like what do most people pick then?
Most people bring like an axe, some kind of an axe or like something cut with. Most people bring like a bow. Most people bring like a shit ton of like fishing line and stuff, or some kind of wire or something like that. Just like knives. I don't know. Basic shit, you know.
Nice.
But
like a weapon of some sort usually.
Yeah, but always very basic. I don't know if you're allowed to bring like a gun.
No, like a big rifle or anything.
Yeah, I don't think you're allowed to bring a gun. I think it all has to be like primal, you know, like.
So do they get like hair, like rabbits, like traps?
A lot of them, yes. Most of them set traps.
Yeah, that seems to be the most like.
Most of them set traps. The one guy like was just super fucking lucky. He got like a moose. Oh, kind of low battery shit. I could plug it in real quick.
He killed a moose.
He killed a moose with a fucking bow, dude.
Damn, that's hard.
And he saved it.
Holy shit. So is it up like below freezing the whole time? Does it get up to like 40, 50 degrees?
Well, they start out, it's like fall for like a month. And
that's like when they need to get the
that's when they got to get all their shit figured out, get their place built, get everything done, you know. And then the rest is all just snow and ice and just
they go this spring then
kind of thing, yeah.
Cause that's like what 3 and a third month or whatever.
Yeah.
That's a long ass time, dude.
Yeah.
No shower. So does somebody always drop out within like a week or like 10 days or?
Yeah, there's always people like that think they're all hard and then they actually do it, you know.
I don't think I would fucking do anything like that. It's just, damn.
It'd be cool to do it, but I wouldn't expect to win. You know, I would like to do it, but not, you know, have to literally like have my leg amputated or some shit because of it. Like,
if you got a moose, man, and it was like always cold.
So the thing was, he got a moose, but the problem was moose is all protein. There's no fat on a moose.
I think there's a term for that.
So what there is, like what fat there is, he like stored. He had like a lard container kind of thing with a bunch of like fat in it. And the hard thing is you have to hide it from everybody too. So like all the other animals around you. So like he hid his fucking fat. Some Wolverine came, stole his fat. So then literally all he had was protein. So he was literally giving himself, what's it called?
Yeah, I don't know. It's like I don't know if it's like it has a name or it's just like something that occurs, you know.
Yeah, I forget what it's called. There's a name for it. But yeah, it's
your
just
hormones probably get out of whack and like maybe like your nervous system gets fucked up maybe.
Yeah. I don't know, but he was getting rough, like real rough, because all he was eating was meat. So finally, he like caught a couple fish, and got a bunch of fat from the fish, and he was like good for a while. But and then he caught like fucking 25-foot fish like over the next month, and was like totally gangstering out, like was like lathering fucking fat fish oil on everything. And...
Nice. Did they have any like? They bring any salt or anything, or
I don't think so. I don't know if they give like I don't know what their like first aid kit is, you know, because they have like their medical kit and everything with them. I don't know if they're allowed like vitamins as supplements and stuff like that. Probably not, right? I mean, if this dude's dying, I'm sure he's like doesn't have anything to like, you know.
Yeah, and I'm sure. I mean. I'm sure humans weren't like eating too much salt when they were back in the day when they were living like that, you know, just hunting deer or whatever and whatever.
Yeah.
Where would you find salt, you know?
I know the one dude was eating like a bunch of berries. The one guy was eating a bunch of like literal like lichens because he got really desperate. And apparently, if you like cook lichens off of like a rock. They're really like good for you. They just don't have very many like calories. So it's like a bunch of really good like nutrients and shit, but it's just not like, you know, you'd literally have to eat like fucking pounds to like make it like even reasonable. So he was doing that. He would literally take like he would collect all the mushrooms, berries, lichens, everything, and had it in like this big ass container.
Nice.
But yeah, that shit.
That would suck.
Yeah.
I would eat lichens. Ugh.
I know, dude.
Tastes good.
No, he said they were terrible. Like even he, like who was like eating crazy shit, was like having a really hard time getting him down.
Oh yeah. I think they're like, it's algae and bacteria, I think, or algae and
lichens.
Yeah. It's a symbiotic relationship between maybe fungus and algae, maybe. I forget which one it is. It's
like
two of those.
like fungus spores. Like they're never knew that.
Yeah, I think it might be bacteria and algae. Can't remember.
Weird. It's such a strange thing too, because some lichens are like in the rock, like. You know what I mean? Like, it's like...
Yeah.
Some lichens are just, like, kind of like a grass, like a moss on top of the rock. That's usually how it is. But some of them are literally, like, it's like a stain in the rock.
Right.
And I'm just like, what the fuck? Like...
And some of them grow.
But I guess that's probably what you're talking about. It's like the spores. Like, it's just a ton of tiny little spores. All connected by bacteria.
Yeah, I'm not sure how. I think it might... Yeah, I'm thinking it is bacteria. I can't... It's definitely algae.
Yeah,
but like I think in the early days of Earth, before you know, it was just singular cells.
Yes,
that's what broke down the molten lava, or the not molten, the dried lava.
Yeah,
it was lichens. It was like that was the Earth. Was all.
But that's
lichens.
A multicellular, right?
Well, is it multicellular or is it Is it like they were probably multicellular?
Well, I think even a lichen or even a bacteria or not a bacteria, even algae. Even an algae, isn't that a...
What is algae? Is algae a plant? Maybe it is the
I think it's a multicellular, but I think it's just a very simple multicellular.
Is it multicellular or is it just single cells working in a colony?
Like a bacteria.
Yeah. It might be in the...
I think it is. I think it is, yeah.
Hard to say.
Yeah,
I think that's what broke down the rocks, though, in the early days, like over those millions of billions of years, was the lichens. That's so.
Because that was the first shit, yeah, and that kind of planted the seed for like modern plants.
Probably created like soils, instead of just the rock.
And then once the soils got more nutritious, then the lichens were able to grow more and more multi-cells or more fucking like different shit to it. Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
The lichens out here are insane on those rocks up there.
Oh, I know.
It's like they're just painted with lichens. Huge. Just.
That's really cool in the like the wet areas too, like the Pacific Northwest and shit too. The lichens there. It's more of like mosses there. But that's like my favorite shit when it's all just like drizzly and like moss covers everything. Like Mill Creek Park is honestly kind of like that.
Yeah, Mill Creek Park's pretty awesome.
Dude, Mill Creek Park is the hidden gem, dude. Of honestly, like any park I've been to, like obviously like the big national parks and shit like are dope. But like any like just standard park, I think Mill Creek Park like beats any other park.
There's 3 lakes.
Like yeah,
and there's like there's the roads around it, and then there's the running, like the walking path.
There's the walking path, and then there's like the trails, and there's trails all through it too. Like then there's the monkey trails. Do you know the Monkey Hills? No. You know where the bridge is?
Yeah, like
that little parking lot right by the bridge. If you go up, there's those hills right there.
Oh yeah, like in the rocks.
That's the Monkey Hills. That's like. If you start at the Lily Pond, you can go all the way around, hit the Monkey Hills, and come back around and do a loop. And that's like a real popular like running thing in Mill Creek.
Nice.
And it's a really good workout because it's like a lot of vert for like being in fucking Youngstown,
Yeah, I'm sure the people of Youngstown knew. Because you can't really build anything in there anyways.
Yeah. Well, there's like a furnace in there or something. Like there was a some kind of a mill at some time.
Yeah, mill.
But yeah, man, totally a hidden gem. I don't know if it's really that hidden. I think a lot of people in Youngstown love it, but
still not as populated as
anything. Some old dude was sitting on that the wooden bridge, not the steel bridge, but the wooden bridge. He was just sitting, had a chair, just open, was just sitting in the middle of the bridge looking at the waterfall. And I was going for a run, and I stopped, and I like to talk to him because he was just like...
Oh, the wooden covered bridge.
Yeah. And he was just like, you know what? I love this park. He's like, I live in Arizona now. He's like, I'm just visiting because I used to live here. He's like... I think this is the most underrated park in America. He's like, honestly, he's like, I miss the hell out of this park. Like being, but I think it's true, dude. Best place to run too, for sure.
Yeah, you get a nice variety. You get a little swamp by the river.
Yeah,
and you get to roll up, and it's super just not the path's like super narrow. Not a bunch of people or dogs on it. Nothing wrong with dogs or anything. But nothing wrong with dogs. I love dogs. Maybe not in the city,
Yeah, in their place, dogs are good.
Yeah. Good.
Yeah.
I saw so many bags earlier, just chuds. It's like.
Oh yeah.
Chuds. I didn't see anything like that back home.
Poor owners.
They probably just let the dogs poop on them.
Oh yeah, we just. you go where you go, buddy.
What's worse, a fermented bag of dog shit in a plastic bag, or letting it just... There's too many dogs out here to let them poop everywhere. It'd just be part of the...
Yeah.
It would be foul. So bad. So much waste.
I don't think you could do that. I mean, that's pretty much what San Francisco is, but...
That's human waste.
Yeah.
I think that's different, though. I think we're a little more susceptible to human waste. I think it's worse.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't think so. Don't dogs have like a lot of E. coli and shit in their poop?
Yeah. Maybe I could be good with that. Total speculation. It could be
Yeah, I'm totally speculating as well, but you should. I'm gonna try and go this coming fall. I'm gonna try and finally go to this race.
NASCAR.
F1. I wish. In Mill Creek Park.
Run?
My dude Jim Harris and Jim Harris puts on this race, and it's a 25 or 50 miler, and you do 9-mile loops around Mill Creek Park.
Nice. Like the whole thing.
Yeah, it's super chill, and they always bring like fucking whiskey and shit, and we get drunk afterwards and shit. It's a good time. But yeah, Mill Creek's a great place.
We should attempt a like a 50 miler or something out in Utah. I think this is the Moab one. It's pretty hot. Maybe we could find a little
The Badwater or whatever.
Yeah, whatever it is. The Moab.
And then there's the Colorado one, Hard Rock 50, which literally goes from like Frisco to like a couple towns over, like through the fucking mountains. Yeah. 12,000 feet. Just like, I can't breathe.
We need first aid over here. He's breathing out a vapor of blood.
Yeah, I don't think it would be too bad, really. I'm pretty pumped. I really want to do a long distance race.
We should
not even a race, just a fucking thing.
Maybe a light. Isn't there like a light triathlon? Because
that would be cool.
The worst, you know.
That would be cool. I just always thought triathlons would be like really hard. You know?
Maybe.
Probably not.
Especially at the Huffy, you know.
My buddy always did like the quarter mile swim, like 15-mile bike, and then like 5-mile run, which is pretty fucking long still, but and like that's a lot.
Yeah.
You know, like it's
lot.
Like one thing to do it all like to run 20 miles, but like it's another thing to run run 5 miles as fast as you. But I guess you're using different muscles, so maybe it's not that bad. But
yeah, I don't think you should just do that. That's maybe really
we should try one. You know, we should
have to train. Let's do the
untrained.
Fuck it, 50.
Dude. Let's do an untrained triathlon this year. Ready?
Just in the.
We're doing it
this year.
All right, we gotta write down.
No, we could at least train.
We gotta get a fucking bucket list started, bro.
What if I can't train? Can't train.
No training.
Running, swimming, and biking.
You better be healthy as fuck.
Cross country skiing.
Alright, well, I'm videotaping this. I'll just leave that remark on the.
I don't think we can. Well, let's try a trained 50 then. Little trail run.
Trained 50?
Yeah.
And then a triathlon? Same year.
Yeah,
I mean, we have to.
That would be good. Because we could swim the 2 miles and the bike the 3.
Yeah.
No problem. Whatever. It's
I cannot swim 2 miles,
okay.
Tom.
You can't swim 2 miles?
You think you could swim 2 miles, dude?
No, hell no. I can swim. I'm thinking about it. 2 miles.
2 miles?
Is that what it is?
Dude, like, okay, have you been to the Nelson Ledges?
Yeah.
That would literally be like swimming from the beach to the high dive probably like 20 times.
Yeah, I could rip it off. No. Yeah, it's gotta be more than that.
You think?
2 miles is far.
2 miles is far, dude.
Yeah, it's probably
swimming.
More like, yeah, 2 miles. Even a mile, I think, would be hard.
How fast do you think you could swim a mile? Like,
I don't know. I think you could. I could definitely backstroke for a long time. Like, you could do it. Swimming's not too hard.
Yeah.
Especially if you got a little.
Yeah, you're kind of just floating. You just gotta give it some kind of.
If you're in there, I think some of them are cold though. I'd like to do a warm one. Colorado,
I just feel like the swimming would be hard, man. I don't know, but we gotta try it. I just don't know. That's the thing.
And how would we train anyways for the swimming? That's what I'm saying. We have to find the light one.
Yeah. We got to find like a nice like 1/4 mile swim, like 2-mile run, and like 10-mile bike ride to start, you know, and then we'll.
That seems reasonable.
Yeah,
I'm sure there's ones that are like kind of funny, you know.
Yeah, because I feel like that's kind of comparable to like a half marathon, you know, like.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Like.
You could do a half marathon.
Yeah. Yeah. Totally.
I tried one. I don't know if I did the full 13. It was in Nashville. It was really or somewhere west of Nashville. It was raining really hard. Like I had to run through creeks. Like it was fun though. I like running in the rain.
It's fun, but like by the end of it is rough, especially for a half marathon. That's a long race.
I did like the 10K part, and I think I did a little bit of the 13. I was like, I don't think, because it was like an up and back one. Yeah. It's like it wasn't even a loop, so I was like, and I was already being slow. But it was fun though, just running I like running through the creeks. I like running in the rain.
Oh yeah, same. Running in the rain is honestly the most blissful thing.
It is like a warm, steamy Nashville rain, you know?
Yeah. If it's cold, it's a little worse, but like.
Oh yeah.
But like if it's a nice summer rain, oh my gosh. Yeah. I just did not just last year when we were living in Cleveland. I did what was it called? It was like the Muddy Foot or something like that. Like the dirty boot.
Is that the one where
10K or something like that? They what?
you were about that? No. The Tough Mudder or whatever.
The Tough Mudder, yeah.
What a stupid thing. I hope people don't do that anymore. Maybe they do. I don't
know. That's totally a thing.
You think you
No, and you know what else is a thing now?
That's silly.
This dude,
It's so silly. We're getting electrocuted.
This dude, he does this thing 29029 where you summit Mount Everest, but you do it at like a ski resort. So you'll literally hike like Copper. You'll hike up to the top and ride the thing down. Hike up. And you'll literally do like 20 laps of that, enough to get to 29029. So it's like you summited Everest. And it's like this new like challenge. It's pretty cool, honestly.
I
think
I could try that.
It's pretty cool. That would be fucking challenging. Like that's...
Yeah.
Like your calves would just be destroyed. And it's like an all-day thing, you know, like...
Yeah, we should do that. Let's do that instead of the marathon. Or the... Let's do both. Let's do both. We do both.
Gotta do them. Gotta do them all, dude.
There's gotta be one here in Colorado. You're saying it's in like Copper or something. There's gotta be one here in Colorado then. I know
they're doing them all over the place. I don't know where really, but I guess it just has to be somewhere with like a resort. But
all right, no more challenges.
I don't know about that.
Those two things.
See, that one sounds awesome. Way harder to me.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That sounds way harder to me than even a 50-miler.
Yeah.
Cause like I'm a tall dude with like a little ass and long legs. Like I can move this way, but like moving vertically is like a huge challenge for me. I don't know why. Yeah. But like it is, dude.
Don't you feel like it's like your form's better on the uphill?
I do.
Than even flat.
I do, but I'm just
like
not
it's pure muscle engaged instead of.
I've just lived on flat land my whole life. I'm just not trained for it. Is the thing. Like I just like, I don't have a butt. I don't have like the things you need to go uphill. Like
none of us do.
But that's what you need.
You
gotta start doing the incline, dude.
Yeah, we'd have to do the incline. Have you done the incline?
How many thousand feet is that?
I think it's like 2,000 feet again.
Shit, 29,029. 29,000 feet. That's the incline, literally. 29,000 feet, dude.
What? Wait, how long does it take?
It takes like all day. Like they do it into the night.
Wow.
Like I think they usually finish at like 8 o'clock the next morning.
All right, that's too much. I think you did.
Yeah, that's
I hurt myself. Scratch that one. I would break a tendon or like something.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. I feel like the 50-mile like hike. Like you might as well just hike 50 miles. Like do a 50-mile race and just hike it.
But yeah, like, let's do the desert one. The desert 50s.
Geez. I want. All right.
A bunch of water.
That sounds terrible. You ever run in the desert, bro?
You ever run in the desert, Juno?
Juno.
He's like, nah.
Juno, have you ever even run in the desert?
I grew up in a ditch.
No, it's not that bad. It's just dry, you know. So like, you know how it is when you run indoors in the winter. Do you know what that feeling? Like your lungs,
running outside.
Your lungs, or just out in the cold, like your lungs just burn like fucking crazy.
Really? That happens in the heat too.
Well, in the desert in the summer, it's like hot and dry. Mm-hmm. So the same thing happens. It's like anytime your lungs just get dry because you're like, so you're just drying your lungs out, you know, and it's too hard to keep your mouth wet or your shit wet. But it's nice in the winter. Like when we were in Arizona last winter, running in the winter was beautiful because it's dry. It's like 70 degrees. Beautiful running temperature. Like
yeah, that's like
you're like barely breaking a sweat, you know.
That's what I'm saying. I think Arizona might be the move.
Yeah, that's
I think
where
in my
Hannah wants
30s.
to be. It's kind of where I like.
I'm just gonna go soak in that sun.
Well, and her parents just bought a place in Lake Havasu, so it's like we could just bounce around and fucking stay there a little bit.
Is there like any like land around Havasu, or is it all pure? Is it like Tahoe?
It's like Mars around Lake Havasu.
Is there like plenty of open space left though?
Oh, it's BLM land. You can literally camp like 5 minutes north of Lake Havasu. It's beautiful. That's what we did. We literally just car camped. And that's what I was saying the other day. Like, there's so many people that do that. Like, we were there in January and February for like 2 weeks. I think we were there, and it
was warm
the whole time. Yeah, it was beautiful. It was like 80 degrees. Dude. It was like,
man, let's go right now. Let's go.
And there were so many people camping there, like literally like 5 minutes north of the city, and then you could just come into the city. And it's like a real kind of like bougie little like touristy city. You could just go to the fucking beach and like hang out and shit. It was cool, dude.
You can swim in the lake and stuff.
It's like the Florida for California people. It's the spring break place for California people. That's the lake that everybody goes to rent jet skis and to go boating and to go to the beach and go in the water and shit.
It's big though.
It's big. And right behind it is all the like California mountains, like the desert right there. It's so pretty.
Nice. How long does it take to drive like to the hills from?
You gotta go like all the way around to go to California.
To the mountains?
No, there's some beautiful parks. There's this one park called Alec Baldwin? Kate. It was just like some like standard name park.
Kate Park, yeah.
It was like Kate Park or like Alex Park or something like that. But and that was a cool ass park. There was like fucking what do you call it? Slot canyons. Sweet slot canyons everywhere, and it all emptied into the Colorado River. And the Colorado River was like fucking glistening blue and like so pretty. And behind the Colorado River was like those same mountains I was talking about. Dude, it's so pretty down there. Like absolutely beautiful. But there's no jobs or anything. It's like a tourist town. And it's like real conservative. Like real conservative.
Yeah, I imagine it's pretty homogenous. Is that the word? Homogenous?
Yeah. All old people that just want to hold on to their money.
Yeah.
You know. Which is, they're all nice. It's a beautiful community, you know. Like,
they like grass and water and stuff? Like they're...
I don't know. Yeah.
Like yards? Or is it like the...
Not really. It's kind of more of like a deserty thing, I think.
Just the dirt.
But it's like a touristy town, so it's more like everything is just like shrubbery and stuff. You know what I mean? Like everything's done up because it's like a tourist town. You know what I mean? So everything has beautiful landscaping. Like it's not grass, but it's like landscaping. You know?
Yeah. Like a nice mall kind of feel.
Yeah, and it's like an island too, so it's like kind of like
in the lake.
The lake is like islandy kind of a feel, you know.
Wow.
Because like all the houses are on the like peninsula, you know, so they're all kind of like islandy, you know. The whole thing is about the water, you know. So.
Nice.
And the London Bridge.
Oh, that's right. I forgot the London Bridge is there. Yeah, I gotta at least go one day. That's on my bucket list.
The London
Lake
Bridge.
Havasu, shout out. Or that's like, I've never heard it like even spoken. I don't think Lake Havasu. Who would even know?
Yeah.
But there isn't like a city. What's the nearest? Like,
well, it's
Phoenix?
known to Western. It's known to people from California because it's like
a Sarasota or something.
Apparently, everybody's running to Lake Havasu because it's a fucking tax hold'em.
Yeah.
You know, it's Arizona instead of California, but it's still California vibes. You know, it's like beach vibe, water vibes. You know, there's palm trees and shit and beautiful mountains behind it. The desert thing, you know.
Right.
So it's like a lot of people go there to retire and shit because it's, you know, it's beautiful and it's like, but it's not California.
Right.
So.
Is it? Did you guys go through Yuma?
Yuma's south of that, about an hour and a half or two. Actually, like 3 hours south of that. Yuma's way down there.
Yeah, I think that's the that's on that.
That's
little,
like on the border.
There's that little thing into Arizona. I think that goes a little south.
Yeah.
I think that's like the sunniest place on earth. Like it's like a town where you can live. It's like Yuma, sun, like 320 days a year or something like that. Pure sun.
For real. I mean, that's even how it is in like Phoenix. I can only imagine. Because I've seen like a map of like where solar is most efficient, and that's like it basically starts just south of like Flagstaff. Yeah. And it's kind of like a half circle that goes through like all the way over to like California, kind of. You know, it like it's kind of like that, and it.
Does it go to New Mexico at all, or no?
No,
just
because New Mexico is like all mountains.
Yeah, it's like
so it's like way
Joe.
up there. Yeah, so I think all that's kind of. I'm sure it still gets good sun, but I think it was in like the next level of efficiency.
But Phoenix is just like the hot red.
Yeah.
Just, I mean, just blazing.
Sonoran Desert, right?
Sonoran? Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. I think that's like that whole Arizona, California area right there.
I mean, that's really its own thing, too. Kind of how Utah is.
Yeah, true. Not as much going on, though, like there is in Utah. Not as many pretty, like...
Yeah, Utah's truly just like, almost like God-like divine monuments.
Endless. You could just...
Spires.
You know? Yeah, you could travel around it endlessly and never see the same thing twice, you know? Whereas, like, Arizona, it's like, there's some mountains and stuff. To the east of Arizona, there's a bunch of mountains and stuff. But my honest opinion of, like, Arizona's mountains, where they were kind of boring, because it was just, like, there's no trees, there's nothing different about them, so it's just bare. And, like, there were cactuses, which was cool.
Yeah.
But, like... looking off in the distance and shit, it was like all you saw was just the bare ground basically, and it was like very like
like almost like a
basic almost. You
what's
know,
the cartoon? What, the coyote and the roadrunner?
Coyote Ugly.
Whatever. Is that what it is? I think it's just Looney Tunes, whatever. But yeah, it's just like dusty and it's not like crazy like mountainous terrain.
Yeah.
Utah's like has the mesas. That's what I'm picturing in my head, like the red shelves.
Plateau kind of thing.
Yeah, plateau.
Yeah.
And it gets that way here for towards the down that way, I think a bit. Mesa Verde.
Definitely Pueblo area.
Durango.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should take a trip out there. There's got to be some like random Airbnb and we can get for like $200. Where we get the whole thing and just
or just fucking crash at the BLM land.
Oh yeah, that too.
Because it was beautiful out there. And waking up somewhere where you could just like run around and hike around and like where you camp at the BLM land, there's like tons of just like little mountains around you, so it kind of like hides everybody from each other. And like also in the morning it was like super cool to just like wake up and like kind of run up one of the little mountains and see the sunrise and shit.
Yeah, nice. That was in south of Grand Junction, you said?
North of Lake Havasu.
Oh, Arizona you're talking about.
Yeah.
Nice. Nice. Did you guys go in New Mexico at all?
No. Shit sounds sweet though.
Yeah, New Mexico's got a vibe.
Yeah. Hannah's friend Abby, her boyfriend's brother, lives in Albuquerque, and he was just here. And we were all hanging out, and he was talking about it. I was just like asking him everything about Albuquerque, because I was just like so curious. But he like was a super fan. Like he just, hell yeah. We gotta get going here soon. I gotta leave in like 20 minutes. But he was like a super fan of Albuquerque. He like went to school there, and now he's like working there. And he's from like Pittsburgh or like Boston or some shit like that. And but yeah, he loves it. And like he said in all like in two directions you can go both ways, and there's beautiful mountains. Like there's like some national forest that goes all the way like 100 miles north to south, like an hour east of Albuquerque, and then there's a bunch of mountains that run north and south west of Albuquerque, I believe, also. And then Taos, I believe, is at the top of the eastern mountain range. Nice. And it sounds beautiful, but it's not too far from here either, really.
No,
it's
it really
like 5 hours.
Which is a long time for we would be back home anyways. 5 hours. I'm like, fuck.
Yeah, I gotta drive to Cincy.
Yeah, how many times did you drive to Cincy now?
Not many.
5 hours? Yeah, you never went.
I went to fucking... but we did go to Davis a lot. That was about 5 hours.
Davis, where's that at?
West Virginia, bro.
Oh, that's what I was thinking. Davis?
Yeah, that's where Dolly Sods is.
Oh, yeah. That's why it's familiar.
Davis is the township or whatever it is.
Oh, really? The little...
Yeah, like if you look on a map, Dolly Sods sits... it's actually not... I don't even know if it's in Davis. Like, I don't even know if that even is in anything but just a county.
Yeah, it's...
But, but Davis is just north. I believe Davis is like when you're on Bear Rocks, you're looking over... There's like a little farm down there, and I think literally that farm is Davis.
That little windmill? Yep. That's the Davis.
It's Davis.
The Dave.
Yeah.
What time is it?
We got 3:54.
Nice.
So we've been going for about 2 hours now.
This podcast is brought to you by Smarty Cat.
Smarty Cat.
Yeah, you took a little snack, didn't you?
Juno, what do you think about Smarty Cat?
It's a complete system needs, or a complete needs system that I need. I like that it's organic.
Certified 100% organic, 100% pure.
Only the best.
Satisfaction guaranteed. 3 things that all say the same fucking thing.
So how do you gauge the satisfaction? Is it him or us?
Well,
The cat didn't like it. He didn't say. He didn't even like roll around it.
well, if you listen to the Complete Needs Plus system, you need exercise, scratch, stimulation, privacy, explore, hurt, care, interaction, comfort, independence, and more exercise.
Yeah, that's a lot of shit.
That's a lot of shit you need.
It's a complete need. We can
for
say
the
it's going to be easy.
The complete system.
It's a complete system, though.
Yes.
Holy shit.
But it's saying that stimulation is essential for cats, for their mental and their physical health.
Does it say anything about their...
It's a natural, non-addictive herb.
Yeah.
Much like marijuana.
That's what we say. Do we know all about
Sparks a stimulating burst of energy, followed by blissful relaxation. In most cats.
In most cats.
Dude, no, there's not much different between you and I.
Yeah. We're all cats.
We're all just looking for a stimulating burst of energy followed by blissful relaxation.
I can't. Is he licking his bum? He's licking his bum.
Oh, yeah.
That's okay.
Giving the old tiny gonads a good diddle.
The old coin pouch with no coins.
This catnip helps meet cats' need for stimulation. Use the complete needs system to find products that satisfy your cat's other needs. Your cat has all kinds of needs, and I'm going to tell you every one of them. Every one of these needs, you need to buy something for it. That's capital.
Oh, this is only one category?
Oh, this is only one category, dude. This is stimulation, dude.
Oh, my God. What?
That's not even including any of the other...
Are these all nips? Strains of nip?
No. Those are other products, dude.
Are they?
Oh, yeah. They're selling their products. So if
you
you
sell
got...
independence.
Well, if you got Scratch, where was Scratch? Scratch.
Oh, yeah.
So they probably sell a product for Scratch. They sell a product for exercise. They sell products for independence, you know? Independence, I don't know what that would be.
That's what I'm saying.
Like a crate?
There's one that just says care. I think that's a bit...
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Well, that's probably like Amazon Basics. That's like your brushes and shit, you know?
Oh, yeah. Your catecures.
Yes.
Of course.
Basically, this company should give us free shit forever.
Yeah. I mean, Juno didn't like it, though, so, I mean, fuck Smarty Cat.
Yeah, fuck it.
If you want us to stop wrecking your product, you can pay us some money.
Yeah. All right, well, we're coming here on 2 hours here, Tom.
I think it's a good first one.
It's pretty good, dude.
That's a good one.
Bob.
I bet a lot of people didn't start.
Huh?
I bet a lot of people didn't start 2 hours strong.
Yeah.
I don't think we had too much dead air.
Not too much. We could be a bit more focused.
Yeah. But I think
that comes with time.
We gave it a shot, and I think
we gave it a shot.
On, no problem.
We shot straight on the fucking outside ring of the bullseye, dude.
If this was like your first time on like a open nights or the open mic as a comedian.
Oh yeah.
Jamming
Yeah,
on
I
stage.
wouldn't call it like a total bomb, you know.
Yeah, we may have said some things we have batted out, some salacious
Yeah.
things.
Like, Mom,
Yeah, sorry.
don't
Mom.
pay attention to the pod, please.
Yeah. Yeah, hopefully we'll know it's big when our moms start listening to it.
Yeah.
Fuck, alright.
When moms catch on, that's the end of everything.
That's when we know we made it.
Yeah.
Hey, Thomas, did you really have to say that about your
That's
father?
when you just sign the record deal and let the company be your mom. Alright, man. Well, it's been real, dude.
Yeah, I'm Tom, and you're...
And I'm Jerry. And we're just here to talk about shit.
We're just here to talk about shit.